Hello everyone, in this video we'll be talking about demand and supply of CBM. CBM basically means central bank money. Now before starting a discussion on CBM, we need to understand a very simple concept of CRR. CRR is cash reserve ratio. Now imagine that you have deposited 100 rupees to bank. Now what bank did is they kept your 100 rupees in two parts, 50-50. This 50 was kept aside as reserve, and out of this 50, 25 is given to RBI and the remaining 25 was kept with themselves, okay, commercial banks. Now it is basically given to RBI because it's a legal requirement. Okay, and the remaining 50 is basically given away in form of loans or anything that can basically prove to be an income for the bank. So this is what we need to understand here, that a part of reserve that commercial bank keeps with central bank. Now it was basically important for us to understand this because now we are going to understand balance sheet of central bank and commercial bank. Now here we have two balance sheets, one for commercial bank and another for central bank. Okay, I'm so sorry for that. Okay, so we were talking about balance sheet of commercial bank and central bank. So the liability part of commercial bank basically consists of checkable deposit, and the asset side consists of reserves, bonds and loans. Now we need to understand why are these particular entries are on the respective sides. Well, we just studied that checkable deposits are deposits that are basically deposited by us, right? And so commercial bank is liable to pay it back to us. So this liability to repay brings this checkable deposit on liability side. Now we have reserves. We just talked about CRR, which is kept with central bank, right? So it is central bank's liability to pay it back to commercial bank. So as reserves will be a part of commercial bank's asset because they need to receive it and not pay it to someone for now. Secondly, we have loans. We have loans as asset because these are basically amount that is given away or basically lent by commercial bank to people, and people are liable to pay it back to commercial banks and they just need to receive it. Now the bonds here are the bonds given by central bank during inflation when central bank needs to reduce the money supply. So these bonds are to be paid, right? Central bank will pay in order to get them back. So bonds are assets of commercial bank. Now coming to central bank, we again have two sides, liability and assets. But things are a bit different over here. The liability side of central bank will consist of currency and reserves. Currency because central bank is supposed to pay currency or print currency for the public. So central bank is basically liable to pay this currency to public. And this reserve over here is the CRR that the central bank is supposed to pay back to commercial bank. So again, central bank is liable to pay it back to commercial bank. Now coming to asset side, central bank's asset is bond. Bond is exactly the instrument that they used to reduce or increase the money supply. So yes, these are the two parts of central bank's balance sheet that we needed to discuss. Also, a very important conclusion is this liability part over here, which consists of currency plus reserve, actually makes up the central bank money. Now we'll talk about this term in a great detail in our next video. Thank you.